Hey there, Eric O'Sullivan, Reverend Sully, the irreverent reverend of all things geeky, the anti-pope and guru of Xanadu, ordained on the internet. Welcome. Thank you for tuning in. The caveat, as always, please do not burn your hands holding on to my hot takes. This is a quick one. This, after a lifetime of being a comics book fan, is all I buy. New. I think this comes out quarterly, so this is 4 times a year. And I don't buy superhero comic books anymore from the big two, Marvel and DC, or Image, or Boom, or Dynamite, or IDW, or Dark Horse. There's nothing out there that I want to spend my money and time on. Except for keeping in touch with this little gem. It's not the best comic book in the world, but I am a huge invested fan, so this is quite literally made for me. And they are giving us the best what they got possible, story-wise, character-wise, keeping true to the identities of the characters. I mean, while giving them space to tell new stories, but they're not that great stories, but it's fun to, to keep in touch with my old friends here and to see Vegeta's constant evolution as a person and as a character and as a warrior. I mean, I just finished the Moro saga, so I just got chapter 15, manga number 15 of this, and I enjoy the story through the manga. So the anime is, a lot, further ahead. These are just the collected, of whatever's being published over, I think in Shonen Jump, over in Japan. And this has kept up a lifetime of being an anime fan and a manga fan. I used to read the early mangas on Viz when I was a kid, big time on My the Psychic Girl and Xenon when they started that publishing initiative. I remember getting that in the mid '80s, and it was it was nice to see that. It was great to have a monthly, another monthly to buy, and because it was so unique and so universal at the same time. And Dragon Ball I've been a big fan for about 25 years, I guess, going on. I discovered it, in that big boom in like the late '90s. I got This is Dragon Ball Ultimate Battle 22 for the PlayStation 1. I had to get a boot disc and a spring. It's an import, and this was a really awesome Dragon Ball fighter game. With all the Japanese actors doing dialogue in it too. I mean, that's a treat for me. I used to watch Dragon Ball Z on the international station. I think 11:30 at night on Sundays they would air a new episode of Dragon Ball in Japanese, no subtitles. It was really great to pick up an ear for that, and the Japanese voice actors. The Funimation dubs were great as well. They're a bit too, it's a bit too constrained by American culture though to really get into what Vegeta's saying or what Master Roshi is, implying or his context. Yet, all the same, even though the stories are kind of, they're just action adventure stories. I mean, like, I'm a 40-year-old man going on 50. Like, what this is supposed to be for kids. So why am I like being so critical about it? So I'm not. I just kick back and enjoy the ride. And it's written by Toriyama-san himself. He's gotten old, so he gets Toyotaro here to assist him on art, and he's got a pitch perfect style to Toriyama, who drew and wrote the original 42 manga of Dragon Ball, which is the story of young Goku through what we consider Dragon Ball Z and the end of the Buu saga, where it ends, with Oob, and that's that. And that was Dragon Ball Z, and GT just being something else. But that means the turkey's done, and that means I think that maybe Weiss might be getting done too. Yeah, it's hard to stay afoot of the spoilers. So I don't read this for the sheer satisfaction of the revelations of story. It's fun. It's this is a Viz manga, so it reads traditionally Japanese style from right to left, and that's how the panels flow as well. So you do read this in reverse, and the panels will.
What's my safe light story? I see.
The panels will follow that too. It's the opposite of how an American comic follows. So that means the dialogue as well. If you have dialogue, two pieces of dialogue in the same bubble here, such as this panel right here of Goku speaking, you're going to have to read this first. See, because also the ellipses will help you too. See how that, but you're an American, a Western would read this. Well, yeah, and so yeah, it's purposely done to respect the original Japanese. I had a bunch of Dragon Ball manga in French. I got from a bouquiniste in Quebec City, outside of the Frontenac. One day, that was a really awesome snag because they were all unedited. So Dr. Briefs always has a cigarette. Bulma as well too is a smoker. Bloodshed, boobies. I mean, Toriyama loved drawing Bulma topless, and we all loved him for it. Yay! The female form. And the cheesecake. And also all the different physiques he's drawn in superhero style. I mean, just, everyone knows by the time that Goku's shirt comes off, that means it's like, oh, this is game changing. We know it just got real. Yeah, it's right. But he has to, the physique of Goku, or even of Piccolo and Alien, just like the musculature is, everything has to move, everything has to work. And it did on the page, and just, and the wonderful conventions of speed lines and perspective, and it just these are just really well done comic books. Yeah, so make mine Viz. That's all I got for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's literally, I'm a lifelong comic book fan. What am I reading? What am I buying? The only thing I've bought since DC's Heroes in Crisis by Tom King. Yeah, this is it. I mean, I don't want to waste my physical space on things that just gonna take up clutter. I am buying, old comic books. As you know, I've bought The Shadow recently, the entire run from the 1987 Shadow. I've also, my buddy Clobby in Times, who had a comic book shop. I mentioned something as Tom Strong by Alan Moore. It's such a wonderful, wholesome comic book, an adventure series you cut out of the sheets of Days of Yore. That Tom Strong was Alan Moore's way of writing something that was the anti-Watchmen, because Alan Moore wrote Watchmen, and it's been Watchmen ever since. It's Watchmen all the way down. It's Turtles all the way down. And so Clobby in Times, Mike Alonso, said, no, give Clobby in Times a subscribe. See, if you're a comic book fan, you need to listen to Clobby. Captain Clobby, I salute thee. But this 6th issue that flew under my radar, it's from Image Comics from the early 90s, and it's called 1963, and it's a huge celebration of that year in the Silver Age of comics that Marvel came into its own, of Kirby Crackle, and of Pym Particles, and of just it's about, these are all these are all unique IPs as well. These are all unique derivative characters. They're all, based. This is obviously a Fantastic Four reference. This could be Spider-Man. Of course, this could be Captain America. This could be Hulk. This could be I don't know. It's ancient Egyptian though, and to the Tomorrows, and this looks like it could be the X-Men. It's just this is going to be a wonderful celebration of comic books. So yes, I still got room in my home and in my heart and in my bona fide collection for comic books. I'm just going to be a more picky buyer going forward. Don't give money to people that hate you. I need to spend money in my local comic book shops. And so get out there and spend money in your local comic book shops. You can use the fresh supplies. I know I need bags, I need boards, and I need long boxes. And but also, I have a list of comic books just in the top of my head that I know that I need, like Satellite Sam number 14, DC Comics Presents number 85, the Kill Lock number 4. You know what I mean? I know the back issues that I really want. And if I'm ever in a comic book store, they're like, yeah, you got long boxes? Let me peek real quick. Always do. Don't you? Well, thank you so much for tuning in for some comic book talk today. It's just been about what am I buying? It is Dragon Ball Super. And that is it. So I am contributing to why manga is beating Western comics, and will continue to do so. But it's also a great example of like what we really point out these days in fandoms about the modern adaptations of these beloved characters and taking them into directions where they're unrecognizable and done to suit a greater message, which is in pleasing the fan with good story, in-universe story, and something plausible to your non-delusional parasocial relationship. It just seems that it's so secondary to using property as platform. This is using property to propagate itself and to make. I'm so interested in Vegeta's God of Destruction form. Of course, Vegeta has something to counter Ultra Instinct of Goku's. It's Ultra Ego. And I'm just so clever, so wonderful, so balanced. I love Dragon Ball. And it's been a great ride so far, and I'm pleased. It's like going on 25 years about being a Dragon Ball fan. And it's just been... This is one of the fandoms that has made it worth the while over the years. And they continue to make new material. And some of it might be a little cringy here and there, but overall, it's just like, it's pleasing. It's not the best, but it is what it is. And it's not trying to be more than what it's supposed to be. And it still has that magic. Awesome. Thank you so much for tuning in. Like and subscribe. I talk about comic books every day and will so for the rest of the year. It's called DC Comics 365 of the Golden Age. Open up to today, read the blurb, show the panel. Let's talk comic books for a few minutes every day. I got you covered. Tune in. I'm an amateur theologian, a spiritual guy. I say let's get spiritual. We often do. Look for the Sunday sermon and the gratitude lists. There's a playlist. I'm a professional chef. I've got the What's Cooking playlist. I want to share with you nutritious, delicious, and beautiful cooking hacks so you can share this food with your loved ones at your table. Thank you so much for tuning in today, and God bless. Good luck. Cheers. Bye.